sable et taper ici.
Presque ça, sauf que oui, non mais j'ai compris le principe. Sauf que j'ai pas bien vu.
Par contre il faut jouer de l'élan, hein.
Ouais.
Voilà dans les films, le mec là. Voilà,
je suis trop loin.
Non, là c'est pas assez fort, il faut y aller. Voilà, c'est ça. Ça, bon, c'est sur le côté. Ça fait de l'allumette, c'est bien.
Ah putain!
Et ça va pas finir ton tour.
Ok.
Voilà, c'est ça.
Presque.
Presque. C'est ça. Alors là, hop, et...
Oui, mais voilà, mais c'est pas...
C'était ça. C'est mieux. C'est pour ça que je fais ce geste-là. Tu tapes plus fort, ça s'écarte. Trop loin.
Mais en fait, c'est pas le manche qui paraît super...
La bonne distance, c'est le manche plus 15 cm. Voilà, tu vois, c'était ça. On a entendu le truc qui craquait.
Oui, j'ai entendu, ouais. C'est pas pété encore. Putain, j'ai une force de mouche, je crois. Je reviens de...
Ça c'est bon, après ça s'écarte. C'est ça, mais il faut pas faire le truc du patineur. Hein.
Je fais ça?
Ouais.
Faut que je reste...
C'est ça.
D'accord, en fait, ouais, je perdais de la puissance parce que...
Non mais tu prescrives l'uranium là dans la pharmacie. Regarde ça, toujours c'est pas mal, mais bon, c'est ça. Mais, non mais c'est mieux, c'est plus puissant déjà.
Ouais.
Il est plus puissant. Bon, à force de délaguer, je vais faire un cure-dent après. Bon. Voilà.
Yes! Voilà.
Ça va être un peu dur parce qu'elle est costaud. C'est ça, c'est pas mal.
C'est le bon mouvement là, c'est mieux
C'est
déjà.
le bon mouvement. C'est ça.
C'est juste qu'elle est trop longue en fait.
Non, mais c'est un petit coup.
Oh!
Non, c'est sur le côté.
Ouais, mais t'as fait... Ah oui, non, c'est...
J'ai fait comme toi.
Merde, pardon, le manche. Oh! Belle celle-là.
Non, mais ça, on va pas pouvoir couper ça.
Ouais, pas celle-là?
On va choisir.
Ok, bon bah...
Ça va suffire.
Ouais, ok, d'accord.
On va rentrer ça. Ça va être là.
I actually like it. I struggle because it was the first time, but I like it. chopping wood. It was an experience, and I definitely want to do it again and improve at it. And it's actually related to the topic I would like to talk to you about today. So lately I've been thinking a lot about success. How do people succeed? What am I missing? How do I succeed? Is this hard work? Is it dedication? Multitasking? What's the secret recipe, you know? But first I would like to give a definition of what is success to me. So to me, oh, and by the way, yes, this is a puppy mug. Puppies, puppies, puppies. I'm a dog person. Okay, so for me, success, I think it's a tricky definition, because many would say that success is something you can count. You know, like for example, success would be having X amount of subscribers on your channel, or X amount of money on your bank account. For me, success, it's two things. It's first being able to make a living, a very decent living out of my creations, whether it would be here on YouTube, or my jewels, or even my books, or, you know, anything that I would create that would, you know, sustain my living. So that would be your first point of success. And second, for me, it would be forming a community with people. Those would be two success markers, in my opinion. So following that trend, I guess I don't consider myself successful at the moment. I do not make a living out of my creations yet, and I don't have a community just yet. It's starting to grow, and I'm so happy about this. But I'm not quite there yet, so this is why I got, you know, thinking about success. I was like, what's the recipe? What am I missing? Basically, those two things, to me, they equal freedom and joy. So if you, again, bring up the equation of community plus me making a living of my creations equals, you know, freedom and joy. I still have freedom and joy, but I think those two things will be the ultimate. So basically, if you sum that up, to me, success, it's a regular amount of freedom and joy, and basically making a living out of it, I guess. One thing I haven't done in a long time, it's listen to me fully. You know, not like 100%, without being influenced by a coach or Instagram post, or, you know, some inspired video, YouTube content, YouTube, whatever, or therapist, or, you know, any outside, you know, sources, basically. So I decided that for a year, starting at the beginning of 2022, I'm going to leave social media, which basically for me means leaving Instagram, because I don't have Snapchat, I don't have Twitter, and I barely have Facebook. I have my personal account. There's only a few people on there, and it's more like for the closest family and friends, and I don't really put anything on it. And then there's my business Facebook that is linked to my Instagram. And actually on that topic, I was originally meant to start this challenge as soon as I get to Sweden, which means on the 8th of December. But very recently, like yesterday, Facebook and Instagram finally allowed me to have a shop on their platform. So that means I can finally have a Facebook shop, and I can finally have an Instagram shop. So I was like, okay, you know, if this is happening, I guess I can just leave it out for Christmas, and then it would be a sort of a New Year resolution to leave social media. But, you know, take me for granted, I took that decision way before, and I originally meant to take it and apply it way before the end of the year. That's my crazy challenge. It is crazy because I'm just starting a business. I'm just starting to grow as an entrepreneur. Why would I leave social media? But this is something that I feel like I need. So of course I'm keeping YouTube because, you know, making the channel, and I still love watching videos from various YouTubers. But even on YouTube, I did a huge declutter of the channels I was following, because they weren't, you know, they were sort of bypassing my intuition and my inner compass, I felt. So, you know, they they weren't really bringing me joy. So anyway, I basically Marie Kondo'd my YouTube subscriptions, but I will still be uploading on YouTube and I will still be watching YouTube videos. The thing with Instagram, in my opinion, is that I don't feel like it allows you to be known for who you are. You know, it allows you to get known on a superficial level, which is not what I'm trying to achieve. It's the opposite. I feel like through my videos and my newsletter, for example, this is where me and you will get to know each other on a deeper level, you know, like a natural face-to-face chat or a phone call or anything, you know. There's something more organic to it, I feel, which takes me to my sort of action plan. So my first plan will be to put into action this. So this is marketing without social media. So this is a training I started to follow back in Ireland, but it was happening when I was, you know, in the process of moving out of Ireland. So my head wasn't really in it. So I started the training, I didn't really finish it, and I didn't fill in the workbook. So I was thinking I'm going to start from there. I'm going to follow the workbook and then follow their advices. There's already a few exercises that I've done, so I'm looking forward to dive into it again. Like, for example, one of them is to make a list of all the people you can contact to partner up or to advertise your product through email, for example. This is something I've been really looking forward to do. Whoa! I think the fire agrees. Did you see that? Are you seeing this? Okay, I know. Okay, so you see, that's a sign. Welcome to my witch glasses. This is how I see the world. When something like this happens, when I speak of something, very specific, to me this is a sign. This means go for it, girl. So, to be continued. And then I'm also thinking of reopening my Patreon. So I used to have a Patreon that I closed because I didn't have time to put anything on the Patreon. And I'm really thinking of reopening the Patreon again. So if you feel like there's something you would like me to do as well, please leave a like or comment or both, or share the video, whichever option you would like. So that would be a great hand that you would lend. You would be lending me a hand a great deal. Because this is how it works. You see, this is another part of success, is that if you're really looking at people who succeeded, they never did it alone. You know, there was always someone or people around them. So they were the ones driving the idea, but then there were people, there was a team around them. And this is another reason why I'm also taking some distance with social media. It's an extra load of work for me. And I have a lot on my plate already, you know, like I'm recording the videos, I'm shooting the videos, doing the voiceovers. I'm writing a book. I'm also feeding, you know, Instagram and Facebook with my posts and stories and everything that it entails. And those two things, I mean, all of those are actually separate jobs. And then on top of that, I also have, you know, be a human and deal with my life. And then now I will be moving to Sweden and everything that it entails. I like repeating myself, I think. So yeah, because moving to Sweden will be a huge deal of work. Like, it would take a lot of paperwork. I would have to go places to make shit happen, meet people. So there will be a lot going on in my life in the near future. There's already a lot going on. There's always a lot going on. So I figured I would just, you know, cut me some slack and make prioritized decisions. So for now, since I'm handling everything by myself, and maybe I will soon have another job until I can make a living full-time out of my creations, as I was saying earlier, then I have to, you know, cut my losses. That's the best option, especially for my sanity, for my well-being. I cannot be everywhere. So I'm going to refocus my energy into YouTube, Patreon, and a newsletter. Yes! Clap, 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 clap. So I've been meaning to have a newsletter for a while, but I never took the time to really set it up. So now it's happening. And if you're interested into signing up, I would highly recommend just sending me an email using the email address down below in the description, or the one that is playing on the screen right now. So yeah, so this is how I feel like I can inspire people, and that's what I'm here for. I want to inspire people. Not for my own ego, but just more so, you know, to spark something, spark hope in people, hope that things can be better and they can be the creators of this improvement, and you know, just show that yes, shit happens around all the time, and the world is a dark place right now, but it just depends where you put your focus and where you watch. And I just want to, you know, put the magic of my life in the spotlight, basically. Not that everything is rosy and, you know, and pink and everything. There are some ups and downs, of course, but I just want to be here to inspire you just by showing you who I am and how I deal with my life and how I see things. For example, just like the fire just a few minutes ago. And you know, another thing I wanted to tell you in this video is that usually people will say, I don't know what I want. But when you think about it, what it actually means, and the way I usually understand it, it's we do know what we want, but we are just afraid to go after it. Because usually what we want, it's something that is very powerful. Don't know why I just did that. I don't know, I guess the fire just whispered something to me. I don't know what happened. Anyway, stick with me. And honestly, 99% of the time, people know what they want. They're just afraid to go after it, which is completely understandable. Whether it would be now because we live in a difficult time, but we always live in a difficult time. Every period has their challenges, you know, so I'm not saying overlook them, I'm just saying just work with it. And I think this is part of all of this success thing, is that when you want something, it scares you because it just echoes who you really are, and it just means that it will take a lot out of you, and it means you will have to step up and shed this, I guess, this victim or this skin that is slowing you down or holding you back. And this is scary because I think really, I mean, I feel like to be successful, there is a good part of the recipe that is to be, that is to allow yourself to be vulnerable. Not, you know, entirely exposed or, you know, please just walk all over me. Not this, but just, you know, show your authenticity. And this is what this whole channel, this whole space and me are here for, is just to show you how to be authentic, because I know it's not a given for everyone. And even me, it's still a learning curve. So yeah, anyway, my mission is this, you know, inspire you to be authentic. And by being authentic myself, so this way you would understand that, you know, being authentic means having some level of, you know, courage, and, you know, the courage to take a deep dive within and look at yourself in your glorious ugly truth and, you know, use lemons to make lemonade. It's by sharing your truth that you act as a guiding light for others and help people. So yeah, basically I'm a lighthouse. So just, you know, I won't be here to, you know, hold your hand. I'll be here to show you the way, show you the door, but I won't cross it for you. You will do this. You have to do this for yourself. I want to show people what happens when they listen to themselves 100%, basically. And as you can see, starting a business, moving twice in less than a year, learning to chop wood, because yes, that's something I definitely want to learn, because I do plan on living in a cabin very soon. So I'm gonna have to be, you know, autonomous and self-sufficient. So just starting, yeah, so as I just said, starting the business, and then leaving social media, and I don't know, all the challenges I take on. I think I have to face a reality now, which is, I think I do like a challenge, which I didn't think I did, but I think I do make things more challenging than they can be. Not really for self-sabotage or, you know, not this type of difficulty, but just, I just like to get out of my comfort zone. But also the other side of this is that I do very much crave a comfort zone right now, and this is me going to Sweden, basically. But that's a topic for another video. In the meantime, trust your curiosity, that peace comes with joy, and vice versa. And on a final note, for those of you who've been following me for a few videos now, remember this? This was in the couple last videos. So I didn't know what to do with it, and before I left Marseille, I finally knew what I wanted to do with it. I want to burn it all. I want to melt it. Not the glass container, obviously, but just what's in it. And so what I'm going to do is have a huge, not a huge, but like an actual fire outside, and then burn everything. You see there's some stuff in it that I've added. And we're going to burn all this and really, really melt it. I just don't want anything left. So yeah, I'm just going to follow that, and I will take you along with me in the next video. So stay tuned, and thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe, because you know the drill. I don't really like to repeat this thing, because if you're on YouTube, that means you already know it, you know how the game is played. I don't want to insult you by repeating it, and so just I will be saying it from time to time because it is part of my job, but also I feel like it's kind of debilitating. I mean, you know how it goes, you know the drill, so you know, just do your part basically. Anyway, that's it for today, that's it for this video. Anyway, follow your joy. This is your best compass in your life. Bye guys.